With our San Francisco Giants currently sitting third in the NL West and holding the third wild card spot over in the NL, they will look to take the next step forward heading into the month of June to guarantee that they are going to be playoff bound this season. So there were some lineup changes that happened in between episodes. We wound up putting Santiago Espinal at shortstop and Mark Canha out in left field against left-handed pitchers, giving Marco Luciano and Jason Dominguez the day off against lefties. This was a move that we made at the big end of last month, but was changed because of injuries. We're putting Espinal back at shortstop against lefties, as this did seem to help Dominguez and Luciano's batting average. And they are going from sub 200 hitters to just over 200 hitters now. We also moved Patrick Bailey up from from 7th to 6th in our lineup against righties, as well as 7 to 6 against lefties. Moving down, Matt Chapman, who is digressing pretty hard. Plate discipline going down by 4 so far. Power against lefties going down by 4 as well. Potential down from a B now to a C. Potential third baseman. This is a player that has 2 more years under contract this year and next year, and we might want to look to shop him or move on from him near the trade deadline or even next season. He did have a phenomenal month of September with us and ended the season strong last year and is a very good bat. But we're going to need him to kind of take the next step. Find that fountain of youth. You're only 31 years of age, buddy. Get it going, all right? Get back up to that B. Progress a little bit better, a little bit more, work on that plate discipline. Pitching wise, it's been going pretty well. I did put Robbie Ray back into the long relief spot and moving Jordan Hicks in as the 5th starting pitcher. I know at the end of last episode I swapped them, putting Ray back in at 5, but Jordan Hicks is developing pretty good here early on in year number 2. We're going to keep him as that 5th pitcher. Hopefully he can start to develop a little bit more. I need those walks getting up. With those 30 walks, that seems to be his main issue and the reason why his ERA is so high. The dude either allows a hit, he allows a hit an inning and a walk just about every inning. So with that alone, you're going to have a high ERA and a lot of runs against. Logan Webb is looking like a Cy Young favorite, posting a career high in ERAs thus far. He has a 7-3 record, looking like he might shatter his 2022 career highs, 15 wins across 192 innings. And with how many innings he's actually pitching, like every time he pitches, it's almost a complete game shutout. I think he might even set career highs for innings pitched this year. Blake Snell is starting to catch a fire here heading into June, but he's kind of digressed a little bit this year. The left-handed pitcher has not had much luck with run support on our team, but that will change as the season goes on. Camilo Duvall has been blowing quite a few games for us this last month, blowing 4 games, so we should have 4 more wins than we currently do. And our bullpen has also been blowing quite a few games as well, taking some losses. The rookie Ken Romero, 3 blown saves on 9 attempts with a 2-1 record. He's still pitching just fine and developing well for our team. It's just he needs to stop allowing so many home runs, and I think the way to do that is to get the velocity and break of his stuff to go to kind of increase. I need his velocity and break to get a lot better this season. So that's something we're going to be focusing on. And then veteran relief pitcher Luke Jackson has been just in shambles. Yes, he's in a 3-1 record, but with a 5.28 ERA, dude, we can't trust you in any situation. With all that out of the way, let's move on into the simulation. We got the Miami Marlins up to start this one. We're looking to sweep them on the road here in the 12:40 game, and we do sweep them. Nice job there. Blake Sable is no longer injured. I think we're just going to place him on the bench. Diamondbacks want us to trade Helio Romas, B potential 25 years of age, for second baseman Cristiano Arroy. No. Went from Boston to Milwaukee last year, hit free agency, got signed by Arizona. I'm going to say no to this. We don't need a veteran second baseman. Now heading into San Diego, we're going to have Jordan Hicks up against Dylan Cease, Logan Webb against Joe Musgrove, and then Blake Snell against Michael King. This is a big divisional game, and we're in front of our home crowd. I need us to win at least 2 of these 3 games, and with Webb and Snell out there right now, I think there's a very good shot that we do pick up the win, at least 2 wins against San Diego. Starting things off with Jordan Hicks picking up a 4-3 win. Andrew Keuchel no longer injured. Auto-utilize him down in Double-A. 6-2 loss, and then a 5-2 loss. So Snell and Webb both taking L's. Damn. Against San Diego. That's not good. They've been off to quite the hot streak over the past 2 months, going from one of the worst teams in baseball to now just behind us in the wild card spot and catching up to us in the NL West standings. Up next will be the first place LA Dodgers. We got Taj Bradley against Ohtani, Kyle Harrison against Yoshinobu Yamamoto, Jordan Hicks against Tyler Glasnow, and then Logan Webb against Bobby Miller. If we can split the series against the Dodgers, I think that would be very helpful. I do believe we played them earlier in the year, and we split the series with them. We did not do that. We split the series against San Diego, and now they've taken a series lead overall on us. So let's see if we can pick up some wins here on the road. Team does seem to play pretty good on the road. We've already got 2, lose game number 3. Now we got Logan Webb against Bobby Miller. This should hopefully win us the series and help us catch up to them in the stand. All right, so with a 2-1 series lead, we're looking to win this series against the Dodgers. Even if we lose, hopefully, at least we split the series with our first place comrades, our opponents. 7-3 victory for Logan Webb. That's what I'm talking about, baby. So we beat the Dodgers in that series. We are half a game behind the Arizona Diamondbacks right now. We're not going to play them this month, but we're going to play them the final month. And I think will be our next appearance against them. We're going to play them in August and then again in September. September is going to be really tough for us. Up here against the Houston Astros, we got Blake Snell, Taj Bradley, Kyle Harrison going up against Christian Javier, Hunter Brown, and Luis Garcia. They're 33-32. Again, win 2 out of the 3 games, and I'll be pretty happy here to pick up the win, pick up an L. And now we got a man on first and second, 1 out, bottom of the 8th. Jason Dominguez, the young lad, up to bat. Basically, the way Dominguez's whole career so far has kind of worked. Not the greatest batting average, and if he's not hitting you a home run, dude really isn't getting on base. So we need to help him kind of get better at his vision, with his vision, discipline, and contact.
The batter, the left
Chance to tie this game, though. We are down by a run. Shouldn't have done swung at that. I knew that was in the dirt. I thought I was going to stop breaking, though. That's my favorite pitch to do. 12-6 curve just goes right down. Brian Abreu warming up in the Astros bullpen. Forrest Whitley, pretty confident. Good energy. I got underneath that one. Deep left field. Not going to be able to advance the runner. 2 outs. Dominguez unable to get that one just underneath it. Marco Luciano now up. He's had a walk and a run today. 19 home runs last season. Only got 3 this year. And that's going to be a line drive. Send him home. He's going home for the tie. And we get it. Marco Luciano ties the game up with a line drive hit. Chase McCormick couldn't get his throw down in time. It was accurate, just not enough, not a strong enough arm for the center fielder. Seth Lugo coming onto the mound now. 4-6 record, 73 innings pitched, 15.7% strikeout rate with a 3.68 ERA. Tyler Estrada walking up to the plate now. He's got a double and a single today, 2 for 3, and a run scored as well. Got men in scoring position on first and third as he looks to give San Francisco the lead. And he gets on top of that one. Trying to go to second, doesn't happen. Decides to go to first instead. That will be it for the 8th inning. 7-7 ball game. Come on, we got to pick up the win. We're to pick up the win. Bottom of the 9th. Flores needs a triple.
Leading off for the Giants.
All right, so Flores is leading off. He's 3 for 4, home run, double, single. We're down by 1. Even if he can't get that triple. Crushed by Flores over the left fielder's head, and that will at least be a double. Wilmer Flores now in scoring position. There you go. No outs, man on second. Here in the bottom of the 9th, as we look to walk it off. Soto and Soler will be batting next, followed by Jung-Ho Lee. I think it's safe to say that Flores, if nothing else, should get over to third base. Mark Canha pinch running for him at second, so we're putting a little bit more speed. Something I like. Wilmer Flores was removed. Okay, returning the simulation, and we do pick up the win, not in the 9th, but in the 10th. Wilmer Flores, player of the game. Luke Jackson pitches 2 innings and gives us the win. Soto hit a home run, same with Jorge Soler here today. So Soto and Soler, the JSs of the team, doing really well for us. So we win our 2nd series in a row. First series against the Dodgers. This one against Houston as now we head into Minnesota. They won the AL and went to the World Series against the Dodgers before losing. And it looks like they haven't lost a step, going 45-26 so far. They are 4.5 games ahead of the Kansas City Royals and 11+ games in front of everyone else in their division. We are now a half a game ahead of the Arizona Diamondbacks in the NL West and 4.5 games behind the LA Dodgers. We got Joe Ryan, Pablo Lopez, and Bailey Ober are going to be pitching against us here at home, while we're going to have Jordan Hicks, Logan Webb, and Blake Snell. Those, every time you hear Hicks and Snell, not Hicks and Snell, Webb and Snell, should be 2 wins for us. Blake Snell's going to need run support, though, if he's going to improve his win-loss record. All right, so let's try to pick up these wins. 1-0 win. I don't know what happened in Webb's, but I saw that we did pick up the win. 7-4 win for Logan Webb. Phil Bickford comes in on that 1-0 victory in game number 1. 4-game winning streak here for San Francisco, as Blake Snell will now take on Bailey Ober to end our homestead before we head on into Philly for a 6-game road stretch against Philly. 3 games against Philly, 3 games against the Mets. All right, so can we pick up the win here against Minnesota? Sweeping them, we won't. Blake Snell again taking a loss. 7-4 loss, dude. Like, what is happening with him? 3 runs in the first, 2 in the 5th, and it was all over from there. We did battle back late in the 9th and in the 8th and 9th, but it wasn't enough for us to get all the way back. I mean, no run support again for Blake Snell, and he's allowing quite a few runs, now up to a 4.45 ERA for the veteran and 2-time Cy Young winner. We're now 1 game behind the Arizona Diamondbacks in the NL West, still 2.5 games at least ahead of the Reds, 3 against the Cardinals, 3.5 against the Cubs, 4.5 against the Padres for that second wild card spot. Only 1 win, though, away from jumping to the first wild card spot. So this wild card race is quite close here in the NL, as now we take on the Philadelphia Phillies. This is a series we need to win, as they are the first NL West wild card spot. So if we can pick up 3 wins here with the middle of our rotation, it will help us get jump up in those standings. We got Taj Bradley, Cal Harrison, and Jordan Hicks. Middle of the rotation. Can we get it done against Zach Wheeler, Ranger Suarez, and Tony Gonsolin? So the top of their order against the middle of ours. Can we do it? Phillies up 5-0. Flores has an 11-game hitting streak. So this is going to have to be a comeback victory here for our team. God damn it. I mean, it is Zach Wheeler, one of the best pitchers in the league. Wilmer Flores 0 for 2 with a walk today. In the top of the eighth, Zach Wheeler still in with 94 pitches, 2 outs, and a man on first. Lead on that sinker.
No ball, 1 strike.
Yeah, I was on top of it. I mean, underneath it, too. Flores. Crushing that cutter. But was early on this one. That one's going to go to the left. Come on. 0-2 count now. Wheeler's attacking us. He gets one sinker. That's going deep right field. Might be out of here. Nope. It's going to be right at the wall. For out number 3, Wilmer Flores almost gets a 2-run bomb. And that will be the end of the game. Flores does not get his winning streak, and Zach Wheeler gets a complete game shutout. 2 hits allowed, 5 walks. Absolutely dominating San Fran today. God damn it. So we got to win these next 2 games against Philly just to tie them in the standings. Harrison, Hicks, and we get swept. So 4-game losing streak now, following a 4-game winning streak. Every time we get on a good thing going, we get a good thing going, and our team just starts shitting the bed. So now 3-game series against the New York Mets. We got Webb, Snell, Bradley. Again, I hear those 2 names should be 2 fucking wins up against Jose Butto, Kodai Senga, and David Pedersen. We gotta snap out of it, dude. We got shut out twice against the Philadelphia Phillies, so I need some run support here in New York. 4-2 win followed by a 12-2 loss. All right, so we look to win our first series this week up against the New York Mets. 5-1 win. Astros interested in offering us a trade. They want Robbie Ray, and in exchange, they will give us third baseman Corey Julks. I'm going to say absolutely not. Fuck off, Astros. So sitting at a 43-35 record, we're 3 games now behind the Arizona Diamondbacks. Still third in that third wildcard spot, but the Reds and Padres are catching up with us. Kansas City trying to catch up with Minnesota with that NL Central. We did beat Minnesota earlier in the month, beating them in the 4-game series at home. 3-game series at home, 2-1. Hopefully we can do the same thing here against Kansas City. Kyle Harrison against Cole Reagans. Jordan Hicks against the free agent signing of Framber. No, they traded for Framber Valdez. And then we're going to have Logan Webb against Kyle Wright. All of their pitchers look like they're having a good season, but all of our pitchers are too. Logan Webb should be an immediate win. Kyle Harrison should pick up the win, and it's probably 50-50 whether Jordan Hicks is going to help us win. But 81 strikeouts in 68 innings. Fucking Jordan Hicks is on a strikeout tear right now. So can we pick it up? Kansas City up by 1 here in the bottom of the 9th. Jung-Ho Lee is up. He's 0 for 3 today with Soto on second. Looking to tie this game, potentially get a walk-off win here today. So Lee 0 for 3 with a strikeout. 11 home runs, batting .257. He did lose his leadoff spot with the team early in the season. Takes the first pitch from Tanner Scott as a ball. Scott's thrown 5 pitches and has allowed 1 hit, which was a double to Juan Soto. In on the hands with a fastball. Strike 1. 1-1, 1 out. And Lee, that one's going barely foul. 1-2. Right down the middle. That will score Soto. Scott will get a blown save. And Jung-Ho Lee's going 2, and he'll be in. RBI double for Jung-Ho Lee, and a clutch one at that. as this game is tied. They'll look to take the lead here. I think Patrick Bailey, the catcher, is up next. He is, with Matt Chapman on deck behind him. Ooh, good slider, outside slider for strike one. Patrick Bailey 0 for 3 today with a ground out. He's batting .227 with 3 home runs. I think we might want to take him out against righties and put Blake Sabol back in. And on past the third baseman. That's going to move Lee to third. Not going to score him, but that is going to move him over to third. We might want to try a suicide squeeze depending on how they're set up. Matt Chapman 0 for 2 today. Oh, they're in. They are playing close. They're not allowing a suicide squeeze. Chapman just fouled to the left. Got on top of that slider and was early on it. Looking to be clutch. Here's the vet. Just a pop fly. Right field. Under it. Lee's going home. Can he beat the throw? He can. Giants walk it off. Sac fly from Matt Chapman. In the Giants' big 9th inning. Jung-Ho Lee RBI double. Matt Chapman sac flying it. Let's fucking go, boys. Chapman knew as soon as he made contact with the ball. This is it. This is the game. So good comeback victory, 2-1 victory on the Kansas City Royals here today in Oracle Park in front of our hometown crowd. Phil Bickford taking the win, Juan Soto player of the game with a double and a single. Soto is definitely one of our best hitters and best players, and you would hope so if you're paying him $400 million. Now we are going to make a slight change, take Patrick Bailey out for Blake Sabol against righties. We're going to move Matt Chapman up in the lineup. Sabol will stay there. Marco Luciano batting .192 against righties. Espinal's not doing much better. Jorge Soler is cold with 14 home runs. Juan Soto, red hot, batting above 300 with 22 home runs this season. That's absolutely incredible. Jordan Hicks against Framber Valdez, and then Logan Webb against Kyle Wright. 3-2 loss, bottom of the 8th, down by 1 again with 1 out. Soler, who is ice cold right now, looking to tie this game or give San Fran the lead here. Currently sitting with 14th best ERA, 15th best OPS. Damn. That is not good. 3-0 with a 0 for 3 today with a strikeout. Soler's looking to go deep for his 15th home run of the season. Crushes one. Deep center field. Center fielder under it. Now moves the runner over to third. That is going to be out number 2. I'll bring up Jung-Ho Lee. He did get all of it. It was a good hit by Soler. Just not quite. I mean, it was straight center field. It's going to be tough. Lee now up. Crushes that one. Right center field. That might score 2 and give San Fran the lead. That's going to be a triple for Jung-Ho Lee. Going 3, and he's safe. Lee with a 2 RBI triple. 2-run triple. Jung-Ho Lee is on fire right now. Hits it to the deepest part of the field at 415. Maybe we'll get a triple out of it, as that brings up the vet Matt Chapman. He won the game 2 nights ago. He's going to get under that 4-seam fastball, and that's the out number 3. So Giants up 2-1, end of the 8th. Thanks to Jung-Ho Lee again. Hopefully we hold the lead. And we don't blow it. And we don't. Camilo Duval will come in and get the save. Looks like Phil Bickford gets the win here today. Yeah, he will. Jung Ho Lee, player of the game, with a 2-for-3 two-run triple in the 8th. Team has not been hitting too well. Real low-scoring games. It's just kind of unfortunate. 2-1 victory, 3-2, 2-1. We're not really scoring a lot recently. Now we got the last place Los Angeles Angels. This should be 3 wins right in a row for us. Hopefully it snaps Blake Snell's losing streak. He's 4-7 this year. Taj Rowley's got game 2. Kyle Harrison with game number 3. They will be going up against Griffin Canning in game 1, Jose Suarez in game number 2, and then Kyle Harrison in the final game of June. Starting off with a loss, we pick up the win, game number 2, so Blake Snell continues his losing streak. They want to offer us relief pitcher Randy Rodriguez for center fielder Ryan McKenna. We do need some relief pitching depth. Right now, 2.5 ERA. He's younger. No, they want us to give them Randy Rodriguez. Oh, I'm not doing that. Yeah, we're not giving you Randy Rodriguez, Chicago. But real quick, we got some time in this episode. Let's take a look at some of the prospects we've scouted so far and see what the MLB's top prospects and our scouting system is saying. So looking at the MLB rankings, number 1 pick, Tim Salazar, has opted out of a doctor's exam, so he might not be completely durable. He's supposed to be a number 1 overall pick from California, left-handed starting pitcher, throws a 4-seam cutter, changeup, and curveball. Pretty good everywhere, phenomenal break on his pitches. Everything else just seems to kind of be average with the young chap. Both the MLB and our scouting staff are saying that he should be going number 1. According to MLB rankings, the number 2 pick will be closing pitcher, or number 2 prospect is closing pitcher Greg Jones. He is out of Ohio. He's got phenomenal pitch velocity and phenomenal hits over 9. He throws a 5-pitch mix as a closing pitcher. Sorry about that cut. I think we were talking about the 5-pitch mix that Greg Jones has. You don't see that a lot out of a closing pitcher. What's his stamina? His stamina could be, in the future, in the 30s to 40s, so Greg Jones could develop into a starting pitcher if that's how you want to try to develop the 21-year-old. But he's got a 4-seam slider, curveball, changeup, and a 2-seamer. Nothing too funky in that arsenal. A lot of pretty basic pitches that a lot of pitchers learn. He's got some good potential, but he also could be the exact same as like Ken Romero. Romero's got the 4-pitch mix, turned out to have C potential, even though he was supposed to have B to A, high A potential. Number 3 ranked prospect, according to MLB, we have him ranked number 5, is Bruce Scott, another left-handed closing pitcher. This guy's got a little bit more of a bushier beard. Elite strikeouts, elite hits over one. Home runs over 9, not hits over 9, home runs over 9. And he's got below average to average velocity and break. That's a Romero trait for sure. 3-pitch mix with a 4-seamer, changeup, and a slider. Number 4 ranked prospect is Albert Oka from California, a left-handed relief pitcher from California. He's got elite hits and walks over 9. That's something we might want to keep an eye out for when we go looking at some of these pitchers. I like Okra so far. He's the ranked number 9, like I said, for us, but his walks over 9 is really enticing because a lot of the pitchers we have in our rotation walk so much, and I think that's what's causing us a lot of losses. He's got a 4-pitch mix in the cutter, curveball, changeup, and slider. So he might, it does seem the cutter is his worst pitch, but it's his fastest pitch, and I think Camilo Duvall could help this dude develop that pitch a little bit better. The number 5 ranked prospect is left-handed starting pitcher Tim Cherry from Michigan. He's got elite stamina, hits, and walks with about average pitch velocity and break. He's 19 years old. He throws a four-seamer, cutter, changeup, and sinker. I don't really like a four-pitch mix out of him, but I mean he could literally pitch all day long with the stamina like that and hits over 9. That's going to help him develop nicely. The sixth ranked prospect on both the MLB and our boards is a 19-year-old center fielder Tyrone Sutton from Canada. There's our first international prospect in this draft. The highest ranked international player is Tyrone Sutton from Canada. He's got elite speed and fielding. That seems to be his strong suits. He's not the greatest hitter at yeah, he's just not the greatest hitter. I would drop him down the rankings personally if that's the best he's got for hitting. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about that. Center field, I wish I knew more about his secondary positions. The seventh ranked prospect on both boards will be 20-year-old Adrian Cabrera. He's 5'7" from Georgia. Good contact hitter. He's got good vision, it seems, but again, an outfielder that I don't really like. We don't need outfield prospects, but it seems that the outfielders so far, not really the greatest prospects, and they're ranked pretty high. The MLB's eighth ranked prospect, who we have number 2 on our board, is 19-year-old right fielder Damon Hayes. He plays everywhere in the outfield, and he is from Illinois. It seems that he crushes right-handed bats. He's a decent fielder with decent speed. He's just kind of decent all around, it seems, but his contact is supposed to be his strong suit, and he's supposed to have a little bit of speed with him. He's supposed to have 78 to 98 potential. That could be a nice grab for us if he falls to pick number 13. The ninth ranked prospect, according to MLB, number 4 on our board is 20-year-old starting pitcher Ben Gale. He's a right-hander from Canada. Again, another international prospect. He has a well above average pitch velocity. So this dude's got a cannon of an arm, and he's got good stamina. He's got a 4-pitch mix, 4-seam, curveball, sinker, and a cutter. Seems the curveball is his breaking ball pitch, while the rest of his pitches, like I said, he's got a cannon going 99, maybe even over 100 miles per hour for this dude. Yeah, 79 to 98 potential. I like Ben Gale. Gale falls to us, maybe we take him. We don't even really need starting pitching. Number 10 ranked prospect, who we have ranked 59, is Felipe Nieves. He's a 21-year-old from the Dominican Republic. He's got good strikeout over 9, and he's got good breaking balls, it seems. He throws a 4-seamer, 2-seamer, a changeup, and a slider. According to our draft rankings, we should be avoiding Nieves unless he falls really deep into the draft. All right, anyone else in our team rankings that we didn't talk about already? Our top 10... No. Oh, well, top 10, there's some players right there, not even ranked, and we have him at number 11. But our 10th ranked prospect is Juan Ortiz, an 18-year-old out of high schooler. He's from Venezuela, left-handed starting pitcher. He's supposed to have really good stamina, good pitch velocity, kind of just an average pitcher all around. Supposed to have weak home runs, strikeouts, and pitch control. So he's got to learn how to control his pitches. There was a 4-seamer, changeup, cutter, and slider, kind of a basic repertoire. And there's not really a big difference in the speed of those pitches either. But the upside and potential for him is there because he's straight out of high school. And then our first not ranked prospect that's high on our board, apparently, number 11, closing pitcher Richie Ramos. He's 21 years of age, throws left, and is from Venezuela. Good hits over 9. Again, a player who's got really good velocity, which might be the reason why he's on our board. He throws a 4-seamer, 2-seamer, and then a sweeping curve as his breaking pitch. Richie Ramos might be the steal of the draft for us. He's supposed to be 54 to 70 overall, so he's probably going to be a high 50s. He's going to need 2 to 3 years probably down in the minors. Any other like big jumps. Starting, okay, 19-year-old high school starting pitcher Brian Park. He's from the Chinese Taipei. Good velocity and break, elite stamina, good arm strength. What pitches does he throw? He throws a running fastball, a slider, and a curveball. He's the number 59 ranked prospect. We have him ranked at 14. All right. Dan Beatty, a starting pitcher, opted out of the exam. I mean, there's not many other players, I guess, that got really big jumps. Ozzy Garcia, 18-year-old from Venezuela, straight out of high school. He's a starting pitcher, good stamina, velocity, break. He throws a running fastball, circle change slider, and a 12-6 curve. What a repertoire with you, Ozzy Garcia. I like him just because of how different his pitches are to other players. That might be what our scouts are seeing on him, too. I like that Garcia dude. I wish I could pin players right here to so we could scout them more. Uh, let's see. Big drop off for Art Gills. Yeah, that's probably the last of the big jumps. So let's see. I'm gonna try. That's gonna be my weekly game plan or scouting plan heading into the draft. We got about 14 days, I think, 13 more days until the MLB draft. So it will happen right here at the Tampa Bay series, or in the Tampa Bay series. Probably going to be right before the home run derby. So I think it's July 13th is going to be the draft for us. But we are going to be now getting into the point where I'm just going to be scouting individual players. Previously, I was just scouting players in general by their positions. Now I'm going to be pinpointing specific players. So right now we're scouting that non-ranked closing pitcher. But yeah, looking at our team, how we've been doing, Logan Webb's still looking phenomenal. 10-4 record, 107 innings pitched, most out of everybody in our rotation. 87 strikeouts, so the K numbers aren't quite catching up with him. It'll get there, though. It'll get there. He almost has more innings pitched than he did last year. He's halfway to career highs there. Damn, just above career highs for the ERAs right now. Robbie Ray's struggles here in year number 2 are continuing up to a 5.42 ERA, 105 strikeouts, and 96 innings pitched. He just doesn't have, the run support when he's pitching, and he's walking a lot of batters from what I remember seeing. His walk numbers are down significantly here in the past month, but they were a lot closer, I believe, at the end of last month. Taj Bradley pitching pretty well. I mean, he's at least getting the wins. 85 innings pitched, 75 Ks with a 4.96 ERA. He's doing better than Snell. Kyle Harrison getting into a little bit of a cold streak right now. He's got a 5-2 record after getting a good start to the season. 96 innings pitched, 71 strikeouts with a 3.28 ERA. Jordan Hicks, again, another player that walks a lot of batters. 47 walks in 74 innings pitched. Strikeout numbers are elite this season, though, as he has 89 Ks in 74 innings. He has a 4.01 ERA. Jesus. And then Robbie Ray, our long relief pitcher, our veteran long relief pitcher, former Cy Young winner. 52 Ks in 82 innings with a 5.03 ERA, 3-4 record with 1 hold. Robbie Ray is a favorite trade target for me right now. I am shopping him, as you guys have seen. I've already had to decline a few trade offers trying to acquire him. We're looking to move on from him at the deadline, and I believe our plan is to call up Matthew Liberatore, who is tearing it up now down in Triple A. So I think a good call up this year, replace Robbie Ray with him. And I think he's going to be ready for that long relief role. I think he's ready for the MLB. Hayden Birdsong and Reggie Crawford developing nicely as well. Birdsong's been a nice prospect for us. No one really saw him as one of our top prospects, but 23, now up to 71 overall. Does have a high ERA, same with Reggie Crawford, but the team hasn't really been pitching that well. Carson Weisenhunt doing pretty good down there too. But anyways, back to the back to our regular scheduled program of our bullpen. Luke Jackson starting to pitch a little bit better. 23 strikeouts. All right, 24 strikeouts in 23 innings pitched with a 4-1 record. Only one blown save this year, and he's got that ERA under control. He was a player I was thinking about moving on from because of his ERA. Ken Romero now 2-2 with 5 blown saves. Has pitched 41 innings, which is the most out of all of our middle relievers as a rookie. 47 Ks in 41 innings pitched. His home runs over 9 now at -2, but working on those walks, +6 to the walk. So this dude just doesn't walk anybody. Hits over 9 at +3 right now. He's developing nicely on our team. Phil Bickford, 6-2 record, still one of our best pitchers in this bullpen. What a free agent snag it was for Bickford. He is pitched 38 innings, 7 holds, 1 save so far, posting a 1.86 ERA with 35 strikeouts and 8 walks. Bickford is clutch in our bullpen, and really, out of everyone here as a middle reliever, these are the two I trust the most. Genesis Cabrera bouncing back after having a +5 ERA at the beginning of the season, 9 holds, 1 blown save. 25 Ks in 32 innings with a 3.34 ERA. So Cabrera having a nice middle of season right now. He's a trade target as well, even though we just signed him to a pretty team-friendly deal. Even if he isn't the best reliever, he'll be really good depth for us. Set up players, Taylor Rogers and Tyler Matzik. ERAs are ridiculous right now. Rogers only 9 innings pitched with a 5.79 ERA, 9 innings, 8 strikeouts, 2 blown saves, 7 holds in those 9 innings, while Tyler Matzik down 2 overall now from his highs in the 80s. He's still got that B potential, but he's 0-2, 2 saves, 2 blown saves, and 19 holds, okay? So he's actually doing pretty good. 31 Ks in 25 innings pitched with a 4.56 ERA. That is a career low for him right now. That is not good for Tyler Matzik. And then closing pitcher Camilo Duval, he bounced back. He's now down to a 2.76 ERA. I like that. 32 innings pitched, 34 strikeouts, 24 saves to 4 blown saves. If he keeps this up, he is going to crush his previous career high of 39 saves back in 2023. Camilo Duval is going to be one of the league's top relievers, probably for the remainder of his career, the remainder of this franchise. So I'm happy we got him on a nice team-friendly deal over the next 6 seasons. Looking at our lineup, it's a little difficult. It's a little difficult looking at them right now. Luciano batting 188. Dominguez batting 216. I don't really know what to do with Luciano except just ride the wave with him. I mean, he's still developing, I guess, up to a 71. Dominguez up to a 73, but it kind of hurts me seeing him after year number 1 with his 19 home runs, see him batting sub 200 with a 246 batting average. I think his potential might drop down to a B, and that's not something we want to see. So either he's going to have a phenomenal second half of the season and nobody's going to be able to get him out, or we might have to move on from him at the deadline. We'll see what kind of a June he has. Blake Sable now in for Patrick Bailey against righties. He's batting 226 with 6 home runs. Dominguez, 10 home runs for him. Strada still batting pretty good as our leadoff man. 281 batting average with a 330 on base percentage. Has not hit a home run in over a month. Wilmer Flores at 2. He's ice cold right now. So we're going to move... I mean, he's still batting pretty good. We're going to move him and Jung-Ho Lee. So Lee's going to be batting second against righties now. Flores will bat fifth. Jung-Ho Lee's been batting pretty good since losing that leadoff role. He doesn't get on base I guess he gets on base just as much, but the batting average isn't the same. Estrada, I would say, gets on base more than Jung-Ho Lee. But Lee's had a good, he had a really bad first month, but he bounced back nicely over the past 2 months. Juan Soto leading our team in home runs at 23. He's on pace right now to break, well, first off, to get career high home runs, but also potentially break Barry Bonds' single season home run record. Jorge Soler, a little slow off the start, batting 266, still one of our best hitters, down, I think, 1 or 2 overall points this season, but he is nowhere close to hitting that 40-plus home run mark like he did a year ago. I'm going to say he's probably more on pace to hit between 30 to 35 home runs, which is still very good for him. Wilmer Flores on that cold streak, like I said, but he's hitting 13. He's got 13 home runs this season, batting 267. He actually has the best OBP of just about everybody. So we might want to just keep Jung-Ho Lee batting 5th and let Flores just ride it out. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do, I guess. Yeah, I'll change it up. Flores batting 2nd, Lee batting 5th. The veteran Matt Chapman batting 259. That's pretty good. On our bench, though, how's our depth doing? Brandon Belt, 28 plate appearances, batting 214. Still only a single home run this season. He has not been one of the primary guys getting a lot of play time. Patrick Bailey, our veteran, our young catcher that I hope will develop into an everyday catcher. I'm hoping that we can develop his bats against right-handed bat. I hope we can improve his contact and power against right-handed pitchers. But he's batting 233. That's still pretty good, even with Blake Sable. I think he gets on base more, too. 291 to 284. Yeah, he does. But he is a little ice cold right now. We're gonna keep Patrick Bailey in. Yeah, we're gonna keep him in the lineup every day as our everyday catcher. Keep Sable off onto the bench to fill in platoon with him every once in a while. Santiago Espinal batting really good. Still has yet to hit a home run this season, but he's getting on base above 300 OBP, and then a 261 batting average, 10 RBIs, 19 strikeouts, with 36 hits. So he's doing what we pay him to do. Veteran Mark Canna, he's batting pretty well as well. Down to a 69 overall, true. But batting 289, 336 OBP with 3 home runs. He's doing what we're paying him to. He's doing what we're paying him to. But anyways, let's get into this final game. Kyle Harrison against Corbin Burns. Can we win the series and have a chance to get within 1 game of the Arizona Diamondbacks? We're going to have to jump in. We are up 3-1. Soto has 2 home runs already. Oh, my God. He's going to try to crush Barry Bonds' home run record. What is it? I think it's like 50. Barry Bonds, Giants single season home run record.
Leading up for the Giants, the right fielder.
Where is it?
Soto.
73. All right, so 73 home runs hit by Barry Bonds in 2001 during the steroid era. Juan Soto, if he gets even close to that MLB will definitely be... fuck, got me with the slider. Should have swung at the first one, shouldn't have swung at the second one. 0-2 count now to Soto. But... oh, late on that. Go down swinging. 1, 2, 3. Still pick up the win to win the series. Soto player of the game. Kyle Harrison, 8 strikeout performance across 7 innings. Well, let's see. Soto's, it's about halfway. He's got about 25 home runs already. He's on pace for 50. He might win the home run, or have the most home runs in the league right now, actually. So league leaders real quick. For home runs, it is Juan Soto beating out Sawinski, Matt Olson, Corbin Carroll up there with Trey Turner. He's beating everybody by at least 3 home runs. That's nice to see. Do we lead any other category? Bases on balls, Soto is leading with 57. He's leading the league in slugging with a .654, leading the league in OPS with a 1.081. Holy shit. Kyle Harrison is tied for first with the least amount of losses in the league. Logan Webb is tied for fourth with the most wins in the league. Camilo Duval has the fourth most saves in the National League. Webb has the least amount of home runs allowed by a starting pitcher. Fuck yeah, Logan. Keeping it in the ballpark. Soto's got the second best batting WAR. Yeah, Corbin Carroll's going to win that one. Holy shit. That is really impressive with all of our league leaders. Players of the month. I don't think I went over. Holy shit, Jeffrey Springs killing it this season with Tampa Bay in the American League, and he's one of the fucking top trading targets too for the trading block. Jeffrey Springs of the Tampa Bay Rays has won Player of the Month every single month, dude. And oh man, do we do it? It's up to a 79. He's having a phenomenal season. What do they want for him? Jeffrey Springs. They want a catcher, second baseman, or right fielder. Yeah, we can't do it because of the budget. Oh well. What were we looking at? We were looking at the monthly awards, right? So for the month of April, or last month, the American League Players of the Month, Pitcher of the Month was Jeffrey Springs, 3-0, with a .82 ERA and 32 Ks. Like we just said, he's one Player of the Month, or Pitcher of the Month, for the American League the past 3 months of the season, or the first 3 months of the season. Player of the Month goes to Nathaniel Lowe, 95 at-bats, batting .389, 8 home runs and 25 RBIs. And then Rookie of the Month goes to center fielder Cameron Eden. He is a Toronto Blue Jays prospect. He is batting .357, 1 home run with 3 RBIs in the month of April. For the National League, Pitcher of the Month was Spencer Strider. My bad there. There was an error on my part when talking about the Players of the Month. Jeffrey Springs wins Pitcher of the Month for the second month in a row in May, going 4-0 with a .78 ERA with 26 Ks. Player of the Month was Houston Astros left fielder Yordan Alvarez, batting .411 with 15 home runs and 27 RBIs. Rookie of the Month went to Minnesota Twins rookie first baseman Rich Moore, batted .372 with 8 home runs and 23 RBIs. In the National League, Pitcher of the Month went to starting pitcher Nick Pivetta, 4-0 record, 2.15 ERA with 45 Ks. Player of the Month went to Miami Marlins second baseman Luis Arraez, batting .398, 5 home runs. Arraez, get in the power. All right, already this season he set career highs with his power. Nice to see him start to develop that for Miami. I'm sure fans are loving that. And then Rookie of the Month went to Washington National third baseman David Saucedo. He was taken last year in the first round, 19-year-old out of Georgia, batting .362 with 8 home runs and 15 RBIs. In the month of May, the National League Pitcher of the Month went to Zach Wheeler. He went 5-0 with a 1.83 ERA and 33 Ks. He beat us this month, so yeah, probably going to happen there. Player of the Month went to left fielder Christian Yelich of the Milwaukee Brewers, batting .404 with 6 home runs and 21 RBIs. And then for the second month in a row, the Rookie of the Month is Washington National third baseman David Saucedo, batting .300 in the month of June with 4 home runs and 7 RBIs. For the American League, Pitcher of the month goes to George Kirby, went 5-0 with a 2.04 ERA and 38 Ks. Player of the month went to Minnesota Twins catcher Ryan Jeffers, who batted .385 with 7 home runs and 15 RBIs. And then rookie of the month went to Toronto Blue Jays right fielder Marty Costas, who batted .375, 3 home runs, and 12 RBIs. With deep potential, he got that done. Looking at our roster, June was rough for AAA left fielder Helio Ramos, who batted .146 and 48 at-bats. AA starting pitcher Carson Seymour will have to bounce back after a rough June after he posted a 4.01 ERA across 24 innings of work. Reggie Crawford, our AAA starting pitcher, was hit hard in June, posting a 4.64 ERA while issuing 16 free passes in 33 innings of work. AA shortstop Will Wilson swung a hot bat, batting .365, driving in 14 runs across 85 at-bats. AA starting pitcher Joe Whitmore posted a 1.24 ERA in June, punching out 31 batters in 36 innings. And then AAA starting pitcher Matthew Liberatore, looking like he's MLB ready, posted a 2.12 ERA in June, collecting 34 strikeouts in 29 innings pitched. He had a really rough first 2 months of the season. Third month, he's starting to figure it out. So maybe we let him sizzle down there in the minors one more month before we call him up. Completed transactions. Looking at trades first. Has not been a trade since the beginning of the season. Free agents, though, are looking like this. Nothing but catchers being signed everywhere, and depth catchers as well for the minor leagues. Seems everybody's in on this catcher fiasco. Even last year, the only free agents signed were catchers. Whit Merrifield is still a free agent and has dropped 4 overall points so far since not playing. 36-year-old still looking for a team. How much does he want? He wants $4 million for the remainder of this season. It's not going to happen. He's a great contact and utility dude. If we had a spot for him in the money, I would sign him to our team. The guy gets on base and he's a decent fielder. Anyways, guys, hope you all enjoyed this one. And until next time, see you later. Bye-bye.
Welcome to my party, we're just getting started. A life is a dream or a nightmare scarring. Hand me a drink cause I think I'm going all in. Get me a shrink who can catch me when I'm falling. Cover up my scars, flip the handlebars, crashing in my car.